So, anyways, back in the day, I grabbed a towel in the detention center and I went like this, and I fell back, hit my head while talking to some murderer in the detention center who got killed, who killed somebody in a club in the Omni in Provo for a girlfriend. It was like a crime of passion. But I did go like this with a towel, fell back twice. First time I fell back, he's like, what happened? Nothing. I did it again. I fell back. He didn't talk for 5 minutes. You know, when I would fall back, the towel would just like the towel would like, my hands would like unclip. After a while, they would unclip, and it would untie me. I would also put a shirt on my head like that. I don't remember where, but it got recorded. My name is Julio. They put me in Beavis and Butthead, the Great CornJulio. But what they really mean is CornJulio. They got all butt hurt because I took a road trip and from a wilderness program when I stole a 4-door truck, 94 or 95, I think it was 94. 1994 4-door Chevy. Me and my friend stole it. And took it to Denver, then back to Salt Lake, from Salt Lake to Vegas, from Vegas to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Tucson, from Tucson all the way to Nogales, Arizona, from Nogales, Arizona, all the way to we got lost in a place because some guy was following us, wanted us to pay for gas. We did a whole bunch of gas runs, and we got caught by the border patrol and put in a detention center where I got beat up almost to death by another person by the name of Carlos. Like, I won't say his last name. He knows who he is. He was a 17-year-old. I was barely a 15-year-old. He had the advantage. But, he thought he was bad. I thought I was bad too, you know. But I do blame the guy because, you know, he had problems. Like, anyways, government got mad. They put me in that Beavis and Butthead cartoon. The thing about the pills was that I took 7 Dramamines and started hallucinating on the second day of taking them, I started hallucinating. A puppet dog, listening to one headlight from the wallflowers as I was walking back and forth in a hallway by a bathroom in our condominium in Spanish Fork. And that was Dramamine. And the government was listening. They're listening to everybody's conversation. They're spying on everybody. The doctors call it schizophrenia. No one's spying on you. Yeah, they are. They're spying on everything people do. Songs they sing, they copy them. Freaking, if they think it's a good song and it hits, they'll put you on the radio. And the government's doing this, making money off you and not paying you a dime. They put me in that name animation, Beavis and Butthead, Road Trip America. I don't even know. I only watched it once. Because people keep giving me shit. I'm the Great CornJulio. My name is Julio Cesar. Like, yeah, I'm the Great CornJulio. That's what they mean by CornJulio, Holio. What they really mean is CornJulio, because I stole their truck. I should have wrecked that fucking truck, dude. Because in their wilderness program, some kid told me to huff gasoline and shit like that. That will get you high. That shit made me see things. Like I said before, I saw things on it. On the gasoline. And yeah, freaking, like I said, music notes. I also was in an outhouse. In a porta-john. Those are plastic and like, you probably know what a porta-potty is. It's just a plastic outhouse where you shit inside a container that has like blue liquid. And when I was huffing gasoline there, I started hearing voices. And they're telling him dunk his fucking head inside the fucking toilet. It's not even a toilet. It's like supposed to be a toilet, but it's like a porta john. And I started freaking out, like, nah, and I stopped huffing, and the feeling went away. Gasoline's so fucking dangerous, dude. It's not even worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it if you just want to die or become retarded and just like laugh your ass off. But when the government catches you, they will put you in an asylum, force you to take medications and shit like that. And the government will not leave you alone. You know, they will not leave you alone. They will. You hear voices? Yes. You see things? Yes. They're wondering why they don't hear things, dude. The thing about that is that I'm real as they come. I'm a real life organism. I've died before. And everything's a robot. Everybody's a robot. They claim not to be a robot. That's what a robot would say. That they are robots. This body's a robot. It represents a bigger robot. A 500,000 ton robot that I really am. According to them, I destroyed all of Phoenix and Arizona and Tucson. All of them. All the robots in Arizona. In another time. When I died in Tucson, Arizona, for choking myself too. For going like this, over and over and over and over and over again. For like 11 months. For 11 months, every day. Pop, 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 pop. And I would say, how come it didn't happen like it did in the detention center when I was talking to Tony? And it wouldn't. At first it was just electrical. And I go, oh, fuck, this shit's cool. But I wouldn't pass out like that. And I'm the Great CornJulio, you know what I'm saying? They got it because of me. They started laughing at me, the government and shit like that, dude. They were pissed. Because I stole a truck and did a road trip from Denver to Salt Lake, from Salt Lake to Las Vegas, from Las Vegas to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Tucson, from Tucson to Nogales, from Nogales to Patagonia. And I said, we drove all night and we made it nowhere. That was an Ed Sheeran song, Beautiful People. I said all people are ugly. Why? Because they're robots. If you have a kid, it's a robotic kid. There's no life in them. There's no life in them. I have life. I have life. You might copy me and say, I have life too. That's what a robot would say. They're like sort of intelligent, but they're a real bunch of dumbasses, then. They don't have intelligence. They can't compare to the Great CornJulio. You know what I'm saying? They can't compare. Because I beat them in their own game. Freaking, I survived. I'm 43 years old and I survived. You know what I'm saying? I survived. Do I need a psychiatrist? No, I don't need the psychiatrist. They need me because they want to do studies. I give them a job and shit like that. With the little money I get, I don't need to eat, drink water. I keep resurrecting. It's hard to escape the body. It's like a skin. You know what I'm saying? You can't escape that easily. You can't escape. And if you finally do escape, I become a 500,000 ton robot that gives tickets to people in Provo telling them to get the fuck out of my city. And if they don't comply, I fucking kill them. According to the voices. And I do believe them because I've done things subconsciously without even knowing what I'm doing. I'm doing it. Meaning that from August 2009 all the way to December 2009, I would black out over and over again for like 2 months at a time, 1 month at a time, 2 weeks at a time, for seconds, sometimes minutes, sometimes more. And I did piss on the sidewalk in December. Nobody saw me. That would have been a public urination charge. And all these colors came out of the sidewalk, and it was like graffiti everywhere, like real colors. It wasn't there before I peed. After I peed, all these fucking symbols like came out of nowhere, dude. That's happened before in a detention center. Federal detention center in Eloy, Arizona, in 2007, around summer, where I was totally out of my mind, and they put me in the shoe. They put me in the shoe where I would see a bunch of different animation things on the floor. And in the end, it ended with a bull. With a bull freaking saying I am the Centurion, fear me. and the bull would move. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, what I'm trying to say is that these doctors, these psychiatrists are denying me the right to see things. They're denying me the right to hear voices. They're denying me the right to an asylum for life. And Donald Trump, he just says he's reopening the asylums. I don't see none of that. I don't see myself in an asylum. I wish I was in an asylum. It's safer for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel safer because these doctors are giving medications that make me feel unsafe. I've been on Geodon, Risperdal, Abilify, Seroquel, Prolixin, Invega. Right now I'm on Haldol. And all those medications are unsafe. People kill themselves. They kill other people. These people are not a threat. But they're opening up the asylums. And I'm like, come on, dude. What you got? Come on, dude. You're asking for it. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for it, dude. That's what you're doing, dude. You're inviting a 500,000 ton robot to steal your hospital. That's what's happening. Put me in an asylum. Come on, I dare you to. You want to take care of me for the rest of my life? That's not what they're doing. They're saying long-term commitment. Long-term commitment, then they'll boot your fucking ass out. They're not going to really reopen the asylums forever. They're just going to force medication for you, keep you a year, and then say, fuck you. Go kill yourself. Go kill somebody. Go to prison. These psychiatrists are not your friends. They are enemies of the public. These psychiatrists, these psychologists are not your friends. They keep coming to your house. I told my psychiatrist, I don't want you to come to my house. And he's like, blah blah blah, only once a month, blah blah blah. And I'm like, whatever, dude. If it was up to me, I'd kick him out, but he wants to come by. And it's like, I could kick him out, but it's gonna make me look bad. They want to talk to you every time. Do you hear voices? Yeah, what are they saying? Like, who gives a shit, dude? Why don't you huff gasoline? Why don't you take 7 pills of Dramamine? Maybe you'll hear something, dude, and you'll understand that your voices are real, hallucinations are real. And as I said before, I'm the Great CornJulio, not the Great CornJulio. I'm the Great CornJulio.